We have 2014 Ford Edge that we just changed the battery, but I think the alternator is not good. So let me show you what I mean. There are, multiple ways to verify this, but what I'm gonna do, basically, let's turn on the car. Okay, now the car is on. Let me show you what message we get here. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Check charging system, all right? The car works, then you disconnect the battery, the car should still run. This does not. All right, this is I'm gonna put this on 2 volt, okay? Let's put the red side on the red side. And then the other one on the other side. Okay, we get 12 volt and 5, okay? So now if I go turn on the car, this should become 13.8 or 14. If this increases, that means the car is charging. If this stays the same or less, that means the car doesn't charge. Okay, now the car is on. Let me show you what I mean. So now, okay, as you can see, it's dropped. Instead of from 12.05, instead of this going to 13 or 14, it drops. That means the alternator does not work. Before I tell you the steps, what we're gonna do, there's one more thing. You can get a metal screwdriver or long, metal, whatever. You can go to next to the alternator and then touch this to the pulley. If there's magnetic, that means it's charging. But if there's no magnetic, that means it's not charging. So for example, you say, okay, it's not charging. Even if there's magnetic field, what does that mean? That means the wire between it may have a short or something else. But at least let's see. Okay, let me show you. Oh, wait a minute. I found something far more interesting. Oh my God, let me show you something interesting. Well, guess what? Guess what? There's no serpentine belt. Where's the belt? Well, guys, we found it. It looks like the alternator is okay, but there's no belt. Well, of course, if there's no belt spinning, then how this will work? It doesn't work. So our problem is not the alternator. Well, before we do anything, we have to go get the belt and then put it on to see if it's charging. Also put the jack stand here. See, put it here behind the metal, as I said, and then see what did I do. You see that? So now if this would have come down, it will sit on the jack stand. Some people just lower this, keep it on the jack stand, but I keep both of them. Okay? And now we're removing the tire. My tire is different, so I have to remove this cap and then see, actually it looks like this is a special, aftermarket rim they put in there. It looks like there's an Allen key. I have to remove this and then to expose the bolt. Yours may be different. Normally you have to, open some stuff in here, but this one is actually broken. There's nothing in here. So that means I only have to open this bolt. This one is actually broken. So I have 1, 2, and that's it. And then I have 1 clip and 2 clip. I will get this and then stick it under here. This way. And that's what I mean. So I'm lying down under the car. So this is the tensioner. Let me show you something. So do you see there's a square hole in here? You can actually get the 3/8 socket and put it there and spin it. So I got the this flex head, so I can have some leverage in there, and I'm gonna put it there, see if I can move it. Well, see, this is too thick, it doesn't go in there, or maybe it is. Let's see. Okay, it went there. Let me show you. Do you see that? So I'm under the car. Honestly, I did install it. Then I found out I did not push record. But let me tell you how I did it. It's super simple. So first you put this in here, the big one. Then don't worry about this one. Keep it, above that. Don't put it under that, because that's where you adjust it. So put it in here, make sure with your hand, make sure the grooves is in. Then the second one with your hand, put it on the alternator. It's right here. See, where's my hand? Put it on the alternator, and then keep this hand there. With this hand, put it on the AC compressor. So one, the pulley, second, the alternator, third, the AC compressor, and you're good. Then with this hand, push it in here. It doesn't go because this is down. You push this up. Do you see? Goes up. Then put it under that and let it go. That's it. And then what we can do, we get this out. And as I told you, there's a special tool. You don't have to use the wrench, because wrench is unless you have something very slim. And I do have a special tool, which is this one. This is the special tool, but I just use this one. So if you don't have the special tool, you can use the wrench, because my channel is DIY, so it has to be DIY friendly. Okay. Now we will turn on the car, and I will show you whether if we actually solved it or not. So first, let me turn on this. Okay, I put both of them already. So now this shows us. Okay, it's not contacting really well. Let's do that. Yeah, of course. Okay, now we get 12 volt and 11 millivolt. So now when we turn on the car, realistically, if everything works, this should jump to 14 or 13.8, something like that. Well, let's make sure nothing is on the way. Okay, everything is good. Let's make sure nothing is on the fan. We are good. And guys, I did not remove the terminal. Normally you have to remove it, but since we were not swiping the alternator, we didn't work with electric, so we didn't have to remove it. Okay, so let's turn on the car. Moment of truth. All right, first let's see if this gives us like the charging system. So far it didn't, but I'm not gonna wait on that. Let's quickly check the multimeter and also check the all right guys, you tell me, what do you see? 14.25. that means the alternator is perfect. Okay, now that we confirmed that, let's see how things goes there. Do you see how smooth things is? Now that it's been about like 15 seconds or 20 seconds is working, let's see if it tells us the charging system has problem. Do you see it, guys? Let's do that again. Okay, now it's off. Let me just double check to see how many volts we have now, because basically now it charged the battery a little bit. Let's see. Now we used to have 12 volt point something. Now we should have more. Now we have 12 volt point 50. Now it's 48. It's coming down. That means it charged a little bit. We just basically get this back in here, simply pushing this back in here. Well, first of all, make sure if your bumper came out, push it back. Okay, this one is bracket is broken. Not my fault, obviously, but I'm gonna kind of like fastening it with this bolt as well. But let's go ahead and put this back. Okay, let's do the top one. Okay, that's one, and then the second one. Okay, the second one is this one. Okay, this one is good. And let's tuck this in. And this goes back here. All right. This goes back here. And this goes back here. Okay, so we have, I think, 2 bolts to do. In your case, you may have more. As I said, this car has less things. Okay, that's one. And then let's do the second bolt, and we are done for this one. Okay, so this is done. We basically put the tire back and then take these away from it. So we are done. So if this video helped you, please go ahead, subscribe to my channel. I do videos like this almost every week. If you have a question or I did not cover something that you need, leave me a comment. I will come back to you and give you the solution as much as I can. Guys, please use the safety when you work under the car. Make sure follow the guideline that comes with the car. And as always, support my channel if you want me to do more videos. Thank you for watching.